Joe Hardy. Give it up for Joe. Yes, sir. Who is your idol?
Right.
Joe Hardy.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, and those watching on the internet. My idol is my grandpa. I didn't really have a dad growing up. I mean, I know who my dad is, and I see him occasionally, but he wasn't at home, and he hasn't really been in my life. I had visitation with my dad, and he didn't want it, so my grandpa took it, my grandma and grandpa. And my grandpa's been my father figure. He owns his own business. He was in the military. He played college basketball and football. I mean, he did like everything that I idolized, everything that I really wanted to do. And so growing up, I've always wanted to be like him. In high school, I thought I really wanted to go to the military. Those of you who've heard my icebreaker, you heard a little bit about how I was so gung-ho for the military that I thought that was going to be the next 20 years of my life, and it didn't turn out to be that way. But as I was contemplating, what I wanted to do in the military, I thought about my grandpa and what he did, and really looked up to him and looked to him for a lot of the advice. When I figured out that's not what I wanted to do, I came back and I decided I wanted to own my own business. And my grandpa owns his own business, so again, I kind of am following in his footsteps and always taking his advice. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have opened up my business. So it really is, he's really is a big factor of my life and a big idol. I look up to him. He teaches me a lot of the lessons that I've learned. I don't know where I would be without him, and he's my idol.
Who, what, why, where? Riley, you want to participate? Come on, Riley. Come up, Riley. Who, what, why, where?
I'm going to go with why.
Why? Why did you join Boy Scouts?
So the question is, why did I join Boy Scouts? Well, at first I wasn't really a Boy Scout. First I was in Cub Scouts. Well, it started out like this. Here I am playing with my older brother with this board game. Then my dad comes along and he tells me about this whole new idea of Cub Scouts. I kind of had an idea about what Boy Scouts was, but I had no clue at all what this Cub Scout thing was. So I knew that an acquaintance of mine was in it. He enjoyed it. I kind of liked the idea of camping and having fun outside and all that. So I decided to hop in there and see what fun I would have. Well, I was in Cub Scouts for about a year, maybe a little less. Got my great award. Then I came over to whether or not I wanted to cross into Boy Scouts. I had only been to one camp out as a Cub Scout. I had been with a Boy Scout troop on that particular camp out. And I thought that Cub Scouts was so great fun. And I saw the Boy Scouts on that particular camp out, and I looked at them and thought, that is something I would really like to do. Getting to make my own food, not just, being more responsible for me. So I joined in the Boy Scouts, and I was in there. I've been in there for about 2.5 years now, and I thought it was such a great thing, such a great experience, helped me to really learn how to be a better man.
Give it up for Riley. Troop 60. Woo woo. Who, what, why, where? Dave, would you like to participate? Come on. Who, what, why, where?
I'll go with what?
What? What compelled you to have 8 children?
Well, we do have 8 children, my wife and I, and Riley here is number 3 out of our 8. It's having a large family is quite a blessing, and what compelled me, I don't know, but I know that I'm glad it is that way, and I would have it no other way. Our 8 children have taught me about what it means to love and about authentic love. And those of you here that are parents know how it feels to hold the little baby and to grow over years and see how they develop and how love between you and them develop. And our oldest is 24, and our youngest, well, still is to be born in December. And so we're out there, and we got this huge range, and it truly is a blessing. It's one of the biggest blessings of my life, and the experience of that love and companionship is what makes it all worth it.
I feel like you should have a standing ovation for 8 children. Something. How about you? 2 more minutes?
2 more people.
2 more people? Okay, would you like to be one of them?
Not tonight.
Not tonight? Okay, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Sherry. Come on. Come on, Mom. Ebony's mother.
Oh.
Did I get the name wrong?
Yes, you did.
No, I got the S right. Sandy.
Ebony's mother. That's her.
Everybody's mine.
Come on, try one. No? No, thank you. Ebony. Come on, give it up. Come on. Those of you who don't think I'm losing it, now you know. Yes, little girl. Excellent presentation.
Who?
Who? Who do you want to be next? You're all these people. Do you have another one besides the... You do. Share it with us.
Oh, there's a couple people I want to be next. I don't want to scare anyone. I would like to be a homeowner. Yes, that's what I would love to be. I would love to be a homeowner. And in that home, I would like a husband and a baby. So those are all of the things that I want. So I definitely was looking at houses while I was at work today. And I even decided to show my boss, like, what do you think about this house? There's a house, like, right near the mayor that's, like, cheap. What is, I know this would be the safest neighborhood ever. And she actually just got into it with me, not, why were you on the internet looking at houses? She's like, oh, well, let's find out who owned it before. And so we're looking at hardwood floors, and I just want to nest right now. That's where I am. So I'm happy with the different various things that I've done in the past, but I would like to just venture into that next frontier and be a homeowner and a mommy. Thank you.
I am sorry, but there is no T-shirt for that particular goal. There is a thing called a mortgage and responsibilities, just so you know.
Yeah.
Michael, would you like to be the last one?
Unless you would like to do it. Sure.
No, sir. Michael Garrett. Who, what, why, where? Who, what, why, where? Pick one. You're the last one.
Where?
Pick another one.
Just go ahead and pick one for me,
Where
Brian.
are your sights for the next 5 years?
It's an interesting question, right? where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Have you been asked that question before? I have been asked that question before. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I was having lunch with my boss's boss's boss. He was like way up the food chain. And I said, I see myself being the very best that I can be in the job that I have now. I have no aspirations to climb the corporate ladder. Been there, done that. It's not fun and exciting. I said, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And you know, I think that's the question. Most people don't ask that question back to people who ask you that question. And he was a little taken aback. He did not know how to answer the question. I thought this could be my last day working for this company. Instead, he actually answered the question. Didn't work out the way he wanted it to. He saw himself fishing on the side of a bank somewhere if the company would have him that long. Fortunately, the company didn't want him that long. And he's moved on 2 times since then. And so I'll answer that question the way I answered it to him. Where do I want to be 5 years from now? I just want to be the best human being that I can possibly be. And let me tell you, there's a lot of room for growth. Because I don't think we ever hit that spot where we can say, we're finished. We can't grow anymore. I can't learn anything else. I can't learn anything new. I can't help anyone else. And so I would strive, and I would urge all of you to try and strive to just be the best that you can be, whether it's next month or next year, 5 years, or 15 years from now. The time will go by, will it not? What will you do with your time the next 5, 10, or 15 years? It will go by, trust me. At age 58, I know that it will go by. And you'll be asking yourself one day, where did it go? And why did I fall short? What could my life have been had I done A or B or C, whatever it is? So I would just, in the words of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you would say this, Joe, grab life. Grab on. Pursue your dreams. Do whatever you can to find whatever it is that you need. Mr. Hernandez,
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, and I'm going to turn it back over to our Toastmaster. Madam President.